Hello, this is Robert from Bricks Gaming. This is my first season games 6 through 10. If I see anything I want to comment on, I will stop and then comment. I hope you enjoy the games. So right here I hit a ball and he hits it behind me, and right now I start moving forward instead of continuing to move back. Sometimes when you continue to move back, it'll hit it right into your goal. So you have to be wary of when to move back, when to move forward. You gotta know the ball, know how fast you move, know if you can get under it. It takes a little bit of practice. I always got my friend on it. I would hit it behind him and it wouldn't go in, and then he'd hit it right in. So it's just a thing to look out for. In a world before minimizes, I was winning. Then I hit this minimize, and they scored. So yeah, it's just the map will spawn things, and you gotta make sure that you don't hit them. I did not. It messed me up. Sometimes you can recover, but at this time I did not, and I let them score. So here's a great example of me using the game's power-ups for my favor. I hit the ball off him and into the freeze, and then I kind of held him in spot so he couldn't mess with the ball. It'll take practice, but when people are frozen, they'll keep jumping if the ball's behind them. So sometimes just getting underneath them will stop them from messing you up. So right here I try for a jumping kick and I completely miss it. So it's right here. I jump and I hit it with my body, and then I swing with my foot and miss it. So I could have hit it over his head, but it was a terrible play on my part. At the very end I tried to jump and get back over the ball, but it was too far back. Alright, so right here is a great example of what I was talking about earlier. I'm going to hit the ball way behind him, and he's just going to walk into it and knock it right in. So because he's an AI, he will move back. He tries to stay under the ball. That's what they do. They do their best to stay directly under it, so he can't help himself, and when they move back, they jump. Now, I used to walk back all the time. I never really put into consideration the fact that if you didn't move back and move forward instead, it can save you a lot of trouble. So when I played with my friend a lot, and we would have tournaments and things with this, and that's when I started realizing that sometimes moving the back is not the best idea. And as long as you can keep them from getting behind you, sometimes even when they are behind you, it's a great to just not move back. You just gotta figure out where you are on the field, where the ball's gonna end up going when it hits the ground. Sometimes you can go underneath it, sometimes it'll hit you. You have to understand what's going to happen and react to what will happen. Okay, so right here I jump while moving backwards and try to hit the ball out, and I jumped a little too late. If I would have jumped a little earlier, it might have worked a little better. It was just, oh my gosh, and then right there, I don't know, the ball just went flying. Every now and then you'll have a moment where you just have no clue what happened. Me and my friend used to play the game in silent study halls in school because we had nothing else to do. So we'd be playing, and if the ball would fly around crazy like it had just done, we would crack up and we couldn't stop laughing. And it would be a silent study hall, so the teacher would be like yelling at us and we'd be pretending to be doing homework or something. But we'd just be spending so much time laughing. It was great. It's a fun game. So as I've mentioned before, the AI backs up, and while they do so, they jump if the ball is behind them, as you see right here. So what I did is I hit the ball, and this wasn't really intentional, but now that the ball was up, I could judge where he was jumping, and I jumped up as he was coming down, and then I could hit the ball and right over the top of him. So if you know how fast it takes them to jump, if you know where they're going to be, it's a lot easier to score. So right here, I just assumed I would kick it out, and I kicked it right into him. And then in this area, I completely struggled to score. I was hitting him around. It wasn't going in. I wasn't working. But I did the same thing as I did earlier, where I just watched him, saw that he was coming down, and then jumped over and got it in. So right here, I kind of had a fluke. So I jump, kick it into his foot, he kicks it, and then it hit my head and went in. So this was actually really lucky. I was in the right place at the right time, and I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times, and I needed my brother to come over, and we were both looking at it like, what happened? And then after slowing it down, we were like, oh, that's what happened. So sometimes things just happen. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'm 10-0. I don't know exactly how it keeps the score, but I'm doing really well. I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching.